On a cliff, there was an eagle along with her baby eagle Arrow. They were living happily. And on a cold morning, a storm took away the life of the mother eagle, and often the baby eagle Arrow started wandering alone in the forest. And a hen took this arrow into her along with her own chicks. The arrow started playing around along with the chicks. Hen was taking care of everyone. One day, the chicks and the arrow were playing near a pond. Accidentally, the baby arrow happened to see his reflection in the still water of the pond. The moment it saw its reflection in the still water, there was an amazing transformation. It realized it's not a chick anymore. It started identifying, discovering his own self. He started fluttering his wings. Then chicks started shouting from the rooftop, saying that, hey, you can't fly. But arrow was very clear. It understood its purpose, and it started flying higher and higher. Not just with the strength of her wings, but from the realization and the courage it developed deep within. The arrow flew away. What's the lesson for us? How many of us are still living the life which we are supposed to live? Are we still living the life of a chick? Though you're there as an eagle, you're not playing to your fullest potential. Let's move from a dummy to yummy. Now here, you need a scientific approach to attain the peak potential performance. For that, we need to work on our own selves. You can't continue to keep playing very small. You need to join the bunch of eagles who are there to outperform, who are there to deliver their best. How to be the best in this coming new year? What do you do about it? Let's look at it. A survey says that about 30 to 40% of the people take New Year resolutions. But by the end of the first week in the new year, most of the people fade away from the New Year resolutions. In fact, another survey says that only 6% of the people stick to their guns for the whole year in the pursuit of achieving their goals. So what led this 6% to attain or achieve success? Why the rest of the people, though they're talented, though they're supposed to be eagles, but why they're joining the bunch of the chicks where they underplay their capacities and never deliver their peak potential performance? Let's look into it. Dear friends, please do like the video and share the video, and also subscribe the video to support us if you have really liked the video. Now coming back, let's understand the behavioral science. What keeps the 6% of the people in that LI club? What leads them in their deliverance? The primary thing for this elite club is they always look for the why. And then they also look for when, where, and how. But the most important thing here is a compelling why. Let's look at one example that happened in the Indian Bollywood. You all would have heard of the famous Bollywood star Amir Khan. He has given a role in the movie Dangal. The director wanted him to play the two-face role. So the first phase is he is lean and fit wrestler. The second phase is he is obese and a father. And now he has to increase the weight to play the second phase role. So the director hinted him that first we'll shoot the first phase and then you put on weight and then we'll go for the second phase. But the actor had a very clever twist. He said, no, first I will put on weight, shoot the second phase of a obese father, and then I lose my weight and then shoot for the first phase. The director was confused. Why do you want to do this? And then he asked him, why? Well, the Amir Khan had a compelling why. He said, suppose I finish the first phase and then put on weight, finish the second phase. Your shooting is over, you'll release the movie. But I will not give my 100% to lose my weight. So hence, first I will put on weight and finish the second phase of the shoot of a obese father and then lose weight to complete the first phase. Because since the shooting is yet to be completed, I have a compelling why to lose my weight. So here, for anything you want to achieve, you should have the compelling why and the purpose connected to it. So the smart people who are there in that elite club of 6%, they always make sure that the plan goes with that. The elite club are very smart people, the 6%. Here, I would like to take 3 things to mention what elite club is following for their peak potential performance. The number 1 is taken from the Bhagavad Gita, the Hindu scripture. Here, Lord Krishna preaches Arjuna. He says, your duty is to perform without any attachment. Stay detached. Arjuna, remain unattached to the success or the failure in your acts. This is called yoga. That's what Lord Krishna said. Of course, in Sanskrit, it's more elaborate. To simplify it, I said it this way. Now, you have another great American author, James Clear, The Atomic Habits. He goes on saying one thing very clearly: never ever look at the trophy. Focus on your efforts. That's what he keeps saying every day. Even Andrew Huberman says the same thing. The moment you focus on results, that causes strain and stress, and it never allows you to deliver your best. Even the neuronal, the connections what you have. I have said it in my earlier videos also. One of the reasons why we underperform, especially students and those who are attending interviews, should always focus on preparing on the process in their best possible ways and means and deliver your best. Results, never ever care for it. That's the foundation of this elite club of 6% who sustain their motivation whole year on the goals what they're set ahead for them. We tend to pass satirical jokes on our friends and near and dear ones. on their dressing sense, their walking style, or work style. We make fun of them. And sometimes they even get angry with us. Now, the real challenge is, what is holding us back from being our best selves? Here, the greatest challenge is we are not ready to sacrifice our comfort zones. You're not ready to step out of that comfort zone. Unless you step out of the comfort zone, you don't make progress. So you like to identify that the moment you're stepping away from your comfort zone, you're heading towards joining that, the 6% is allied club. How do we handle that? And then we'll see how the mental conditioning becomes the biggest barrier in our lives. We'll talk on that. Now here, when you look at the mental barriers, one of a controversial example I may quote here is about the baby elephants that are being held in some of the temples in India, and also in the places where you have the circus. Here, the baby elephants, which are just 3 to 6 months age old, are brought there and they're chained. And once they're chained to their legs, the training or the conditioning training might go on for weeks and months also sometimes. And after a certain stipulated period, the baby elephant stops trying to shackle the chain. And once it gets completely conditioned that whatever is tied to my leg, I can never ever break it, immediately the mahout removes the chain and ties it with an ordinary rope. Now here, remember, if the elephant retries it, it will simply break away that rope. Even when the elephant gets into the adulthood from the baby elephant, still it continues to think that whatever is tied to my leg, I can never ever break it. So we're all held up, the human beings, with similar mental conditioning. So on the eve of this New Year resolutions, let's shackle those negative chains that are holding us back. This New Year resolutions should lead you to new pathways in your life. Let's fly high and let's go from ordinary to extraordinary. And let's look into that. Before you make your New Year goals, please do remember one very, very vital thing. That is healing your emotional wounds. These emotional wounds can be one of the biggest unconscious barrier to you in our lives or your lives. We all face this. See, remember, you cannot change the past. The best way to overcome an emotional wound is to forgive. You can't change the past. Once again, forgive them. The moment you forgive them, it heals you and it helps you to progress in your life. Now here, the real progress can come to you once you have the regular habit of meditation and breathing. These things can do wonders on your mental health and heal your emotional wounds. Of course, going to cycling, going for walking and regularly going to gym can also make a huge difference. Another important factor is the food what you eat. So you need to stop eating the so-called poisonous junk food. You have to draw a line. So unless you start working on this primary thing and to add value further to strengthen your willpower, you need to keep reading good books. You need to keep journaling, because that will again, remove your negative emotions from you and strengthen your positive emotions. Every day before you hit your bed, write the gratitude journal. What happened? At least one good thing to you in your life. Well, you can have a big bucket list of the goals, whatever you wanted to achieve, no doubt about it. But to make sure that you're effectively implementing these things, there is one more way of taking a support line, that is delegate. Bring in your life partner or your business partner or your friend, anyone, to monitor you on your new year resolutions. You do it mutually. Your friend monitors for you and you monitor for your friend. This is a friendly game, a supportive game. But make sure that they're gentle and they're kind too, because someone is handling you in a very harsh way, that could hurt you back. So discuss with them before you delegate the monitoring role. So that will definitely help you better. So I'm sure with this, your coming new year will be a great year. I wish you all the best. God bless you.